So I have set up a test open competition to test the three payments that we talked about today. If you go to the admin and competitions and scroll down to the 7th of August, the competition is called Test Comp, please ignore. Click on it. Now the sign up options, I've set it up as an open. You can see the standard settings. Here's the date, opens up today. Players can book their playing partners in the same time. Additional entries 3. This allows visitors to put in more than their own name. You can see all the other standard setups. Important ones to set up: visitors with CDH lifetime IDs only, rather than all CDH. Click this one. Now here's the competition payment setting, and actually it works out much more simply than I thought. So I've set up 3 called member fee, the member's guest fee, and the visitor's fee. The member fee is member only. It's labeled as required, so that's going to be mandatory no matter what happens. I've charged only 1 cent for the sake of simplicity doing the testing for a member. Then there's the member's guest fee, which is for visitors only, and it's optional, not required, optional, and it's 2 cents. And then the visitor's fee, which is for visitors only, again optional, for 3 cents. And I'd suggest we use these specific labels because you'll see they'll appear in some text later on, and it makes more sense when it reads member's guest fee rather than just guest or visitor. You'll see that later on. And of course, these amounts can be 10, 20, and 30. They're just small amounts for the sake of the test. I made refunds automatic, which is just for the testing. Direct payments from visitors only. So this will mean that it will take credit card payments from the visitor. So that's the setup. Anything in settings to show you for the main competition? Well, look, you can see it's open competition. Set it up for both, all categories. Entry group is all. These are all, not relevant for a payment point of view, but you select the club, men and ladies, the various prizes, etc. Allow players input a touch screen, just standard stuff, okay? So here's the start sheet, set up as a 4 ball and a small number of slots. So that's the competition set up. Now let's go through the sign-in process. If I go in now as a member, I'm logged in as Brendan O'Sullivan, the member. So I scroll down to the competition, which is on the 7th of August. And there's their test open competition. Click online sign up. I'm now going to sign myself in with another member and 2 of my guests. So I'll select the time and I'm automatically entered. Click available, sign up a member. I'm going to put in Paddy Butler with me. Search, click Paddy Butler, and he goes in. Now I want to put in 2 guests. Click available, and I'm going to sign up. You see it offers member or visitors, doesn't distinguish between visitors and guests. So I have some random visitors numbers, and these are not on our database, so they're kind of clean, like newbies. Click continue, and it finds a guy called Joe Ahern. He's from Greystones. I then click available again to put in my next guest. And this is a lady from Mullingar, whom I happen to know as it happens. Continue. And Geraldine Bell has been entered. 2 members, 2 guests. Click save and finish. Now it tells me I have a choice here. I can pay the member's guest fee for Joe Ahern and the member's guest fee for Geraldine Bell. It offers me a visitor's fee, which is not that helpful, but it's there. The point here, though, is because I use the text member's guest fee, it puts in for Joe Ahern. It's kind of clear that for me, I can pay the 2 cents or whichever 20 euros, whatever it is, or I can pay the 30 euros, which is what I would say there, for the visitor's fee. So it's obvious to the member that they pay the member's guests. And if I click pay now, it tells me that the member guest fee for Joe Ahern has been paid. 2 cents, not the 3. 20 euros, not the 30 euro, whichever it is. Do the same for Geraldine Bell. Pay that now. And now I go save and finish. And now it tells me my member fee has been paid. Paddy Butler's member fee for Paddy Butler has been paid. Member's guest fee for Joe Ahern, optional, has been paid. Member's guest fee for Geraldine Bell has been paid. And if I close, I can put in a screen from the side here, and I'm going to have a look at what the start sheet looks like. Where are we here? Competitions. Scroll down. Let's see what that booking looks like. Test competition. There it is there. Start sheet. And here we have everybody logged in and everybody paid. If I check the fee management, look, it says Brendan, the two members, Paddy and Brendan, are paid, and Joe Ahern and Geraldine have been paid from my members card. Can be refunded, obviously, da. So there's 2 members, 2 guests, all done. Quite straightforward, not that complicated. Now let's see what happens if we want to put in, if a visitor comes along and wants to log themselves in. So I have a visitor screen in here. Visitor comes along, clicks visitors, chooses open competitions, scrolls down and finds the test competition and decides to sign up. Oh, sorry, that's an old screen. Reload. Oh, I think so. Just ignore this for a second while I leave. And I come in. That's an old test window I was using a minute ago. I'm going to come back in now as a guest. Click visitors, home competitions. There we go. Online sign up. Okay, so if we ignore that last screen, it was an old one that I was using testing earlier on. So now this is what the visitor clicks in, and they say they're presented with the tea times that are available. You can see this 7 o'clock has already been booked because that's the line we booked a minute ago. And now as a guest, or a visitor, I'm going to click a time for myself, but also to show you that he or she can book themselves in and 3 other people, because we gave them the option of 3 in the setup. So I'm going to do 2 just to show you. Click choose time. Book selected times. Now it says online entry for this competition. A valid CGH is required to enter this competition. And it's for 2 people because I booked 2. So now I'm going to take 2 more visitors. And now it's found a visitor from Westmanstown because I had a CDH number. And then I go down to the next one. A lady from Hermitage, Audrey Bradley. Now I have my 2, so it's 2, they're 2 names. I'm not in the database, and they're fresh, new visitors coming in. Click continue. And now it forces through to the next screen because it wants contact details from one of the members. So you need to put in the following number, Jerry Berry's mail, or following information. Just put in some random stuff. Okay, and then click continue. You don't have to put in the second name. It only requires 1 contact details. Now, this is then presented to the visitors. Not that helpful because it's offering the opportunity for the guest, the the visitor to select their fee. But by making this, for example, Jerry Berry and Audrey Bradley now have to pay Jerry Berry's members guest fee or Jerry Berry visitors fee. They could he needs to choose the visitor's fee, and so does Audrey Bradley. They could choose the optional guest fee, but I think it's clear. Again, that's why I said the text should read what we set up in the sign up. Members guest fee. It's kind of clear that's a fee if you're a member's guest, whereas if you're a visitor, it's your fee. Bit of a risk there, but I think not much of a risk. Then when I confirm the items and amounts, it compiles them together to say, in this case, it will be €30 and €30. Pay the €60 now. Click pay, and it brings me to the credit card screen. If I click confirm details and I don't pay, it'll just leave me here hanging, but it will record the booking unpaid. Okay, but assuming most people will try and go ahead and pay, because it doesn't look like the booking is retained to the visitor unless they pay. So I'm going to put in my credit card, and for the sake of the safety online, because this is on YouTube, I'm going to take it off to the side here for a second, and I'm going to put in my own credit card. Just give me a second while I do that. So here I'm adding my own credit card to the side, because I'm going to do it like a legitimate transaction. I'm going to pay for those two visitors who have signed up. It's only going to cost me a couple of cents, but that's what I'm doing on the side here. And I'm putting in the long number, the expiry date, and my CVV. Still typing it in. And now it's entered, the payment's been taken, and it tells me payment is successful. So now let's go and look and see what the booking looks like. And here we can see that the two visitors are in and paid. The two members are paid, the two guests are in and paid, and the two visitors are paid. If we look at the fee management, it shows us that the members have paid their amount, the guests have paid their second amount, the €20 in the real life situation, and the visitors have paid €30 if they are the prices we set up. So that's it.